Let's say that I'm a young man and I have identified, I want this person to mentor me. Let's just make it up an example. Let's just say I'm a young man and I've just absolutely determined that there's a particular person who's been where I want to go, who's a guru, and maybe I've even found 20 of them, 20 people who are gurus. I'm like, I would just love to meet these people, to ask them some questions, to learn from them. What would be the way in today's age of social media, marketing, blogging, email, all the different communication systems we have, how would you go about that? How would you suggest, if you're talking to a young guy and he says, I really want to meet, let's say, George Foreman, the guy who started Hobby Lobby, I want to meet, makes this list, how would you encourage someone like that to go after him?
I would email them.
Email them.
LinkedIn. I mean, there's so many things, and you can message them. Like, you can track people down very easily on the internet. I would email them and just take a chance. It's so easy now. Like, you don't have to get all weirded out by talking to somebody on the phone. That's even like a little, or knocking on their door in person. That the entrepreneurs before us and generations back, that was their thing. They, Steve Jobs, literally parking it in Atari until he got a job, and we don't have to, we don't have to do that anymore. So, which is amazing. So it's even easier. So there's no excuse that you're not reaching out to these people, and they're flattered. I don't care. And people feel like they're so unapproachable that that they're nobody approaches them because they're scared. And I see it was really so I say email them, ask them, but make sure don't just contact them, come with an ask. I mean, come with something that you really want to know. How did they impact you first, and how can they help you? You know what I mean? A lot of times, you'll why are you, I'll get a phone call and I'm like, why are you calling? You know what I mean? What do you need?
Your products are in big box stores all over the country, the biggest ones. I mean, you're in Hobby Lobby, you're in the Michaels store, you're in, what other stores are you in right now?
Joann's, Walmart, Paper Source, and those are the biggest. So
with Hobby Lobby as an example, this guy, David Green, he started Hobby Lobby, and I determined that I was going to meet this guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm going to meet some David Green. That's what I'm going to do. And I want to ask him specifically how he balances his faith, family, and finances. This is what I want to know. And I systematically continued reaching out. And I found myself I think it's been about 3 years now, almost 3 years. And I found myself, I had the entire day with him, Rachel, from 8 a.m. until I want to say 5 or 6. I don't know. All I know, we're going to Zio's in his old Jeep. He drives a Jeep that's I don't know how many miles are on it, maybe 300,000 miles on this old Jeep. The ones with the plastic panels on the sides.
So awesome.
So we're riding in this stick shift beat up Jeep.
So awesome.
And I was there for the whole day, and it was like spending time with Willy Wonka. And I'm watching this guy explain to me how he keeps score based on the amount of money he's able to give away, because for him, that's what motivates him, and how he's capped his salary. And I'm thinking, I would not know this. Here I've reading his headlines about he's a $1 billion business, and here's the things they're doing. And I'm thinking, well, he's probably making millions and millions a year. And I hear how he's capped his salary because he's doing this and that. And I've learned about Family Day from him. He has a family day every Sunday, and he's explained to me how every Sunday that's the day for family. That's when work stops. And I learned so much through that interaction, but I've got rejected a lot en route to getting those, getting in touch with those gurus. If I get a no or I get a non-response, let's say when I'm sending out an email from these gurus, would you recommend I just keep asking until I get a definite no?
Yes. I would keep reaching out. Now, if they said no, please do not contact me.
Would you go again? Would you send an inflatable alligator?
Maybe a couple years later if you had a better initiative, a bigger platform. But typically, typically you're going to get a non-response. So send another. I mean, if you get a non-response, that's not a no.
That's not a no. That's a request for more information.
Right, exactly. Just come in, and the thing is, the squeaky wheel gets greased, right? So they're going to be like, who is this guy? What? Oh, okay, you know what I mean? So
I want to repeat that. The squeaky wheel gets grease.
Right.
That's so beautiful. That's such a beautiful. I love that quote. I love that notable quotable. Because so many people say it, I don't know who I'm going to give the quote to. I'm going to attribute that quote to you. Yeah. There it is. Boom.